KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. And if you think about UCLA, it's a fine institution, unless, of course, you're a fan of USC, in which case you hate UCLA. Regardless, very difficult to get into. Most people, I think, get rejected. I think you have to have pretty good grades, pretty good test scores, and that's just to be a student there. So imagine the teachers there would be held to an even higher standard.
Absolutely.
We were all equally shocked and surprised when Postmaster Johnny told us that he was
he casually was like, I have to go speak at UCLA later, and we were like, what?
I was convinced he was trying to spell something that was not UCLA, the college. Like, I thought he was going somewhere else completely, and he was trying to spell it, and then I thought maybe he's talking about something near UCLA, because I know he likes to go to the bars by there, because he says they got the good, the better baddies are by the UCLA bars.
I thought he was going to meet a girl at UCLA and talk to her, and that's what he meant by speak at UCLA.
Right, but Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong, you were brought in front of an entire class of people?
Sir, yes, sir.
And you claim, we asked you a little bit about this on the bonus podcast yesterday, that you were speaking to a room full of marine biologists?
One of them was a marine biologist. The other ones were all comms majors.
Comms majors?
Communications. I know It's been a minute since you guys have been in college, but comms is communications.
Right. And you went there for what reason?
I thought I was just going to be arm candy, kind of, but then I ended up talking for a whole hour in front of the whole class.
You think the teachers and guest speakers bring arm candy?
They would have brought me just to be like, hey, this is another kid that's like somewhat of a college age. Like, he's probably going to come along for that.
Right. All right. I'm going to play some of the audio. Johnny, I may need Johnny to come in the studio to defend himself for this, because this audio is crazy. And at some point, apparently, he badmouthed it. Johnny, you understand? I haven't heard this audio yet completely. I know Omar heard some of it and Allie did, but you kind of badmouth us to the room full of students.
Go ahead, play it. Let's hear it.
Well, you said it.
I know, but I don't remember what I said. But go ahead.
Did you prepare your speech at all?
No, not at all. I thought about it while we ate dinner beforehand, but that was it.
This is Johnny speaking to a class full of 100 students at UCLA.
So, just as Jennifer said, attention span is really, really, really short, especially nowadays. We grew up on, a lot of us grew up in the genesis of social media. And I had to kind of teach my coworkers the importance of that.
You had to teach us the importance of social media?
Yeah, I had to tell you guys. Remember, like, everybody's attention span is super, super short.
Yeah, you have to teach us about the genesis
of social media. No, I grew up in the genesis of social media. You guys kind of were there.
I grew up in the genesis of Sega Genesis.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Genesis.
Genesis does.
Immediately, the first video, first 3 seconds, I say, don't say my name, don't say what show I'm on, it has nothing to do with radio. Holding up a box of cereal and the thing about sneaking cereal into the theaters.
Oh, my God.
I felt like a superhero when I said that, too.
Johnny, you're talking about your dumb bit you do?
Sneaking cereal into the theaters. I rest my case.
So, wait, you're talking to a room full of kids that obviously know, they don't need you to explain, because they're looking at you like you're some old out-of-touch loser, too.
Well, no, they're actually kids older than me in that class, but that was like...
You're also saying, you're all just spitting out things that are common knowledge nowadays.
Right. Show no attention span anymore. We get it. No one has an attention span.
That goes without saying. But also, too...
Right. But you did say.
Did you pick that up at UCLA yesterday?
That was like one of the big talking points that Jennifer wanted to bring up when she brought me. She wanted to bring up me riding the first time on the airplane, me sneaking chicken in my pants, and then just my experience.
Listen to Johnny. He speaks about his idea of sneaking chicken in his pants.
Play it.
He speaks about
he's about to win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah,
I did.
Right. Imagine a teacher that actually helped come up with some medical device that cured something.
Yes.
Johnny is speaking about his bringing food in his pants in the movie theater. Listen to this. I mean,
sneaking cereal into the theaters. What if we did chicken? Me and Klein are big Costco guys. Okay. I was like, we'll get a rotisserie chicken. Go, first video, literally. Sneaking rotisserie chicken into the theaters.
Already messed up the name there. You called it you had it rotisserie, and then you changed it back to Rotisserie, you idiot.
That's how I said it in the video.
I know. So he goes.
That's how I said it in the
video. Then we're spitballing. We go, cereal. What can we do next? Rotisserie chicken. We like Costco.
Literally the next day, 130 views. I wake up to 130,000 views. Boom. Okay. It looks like he does it a lot. Oh, they're actually a radio show.
So now he's talking about bringing it back to the show.
Right. So you're saying that you had a genius hit you, bring chicken in your pants into a movie theater. You explain to the kids.
And now it's helping us.
And is anyone watching you as you're doing these?
Dude, they are feverishly taking down notes.
They're taking notes?
Right. Yes.
They are?
Yes. Notepads.
Holy crap.
How to transfer from UCLA.
Yes.
they're all filling out applications for other colleges. USC, Transfer Portal.
Any other school.
Marco on KROQ. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hey, no, that was completely genius of UCLA bringing in Postmaster Johnny. You know how, like, when you have little kids, my theory is when you have little kids, so they're misbehaving, so you take them to, like, the county jail and tell them, hey, if you keep misbehaving,
they're gonna scared straight them.
Yeah, scared straight. Yeah.
They basically brought Johnny in.
Genius of UCLA.
Yeah, they're very smart, right? They said, bring in this.
Drop out. This could be you.
As soon as Johnny left, they're like, so that's what happens when you don't go to UCLA. That's a smart school
That's
right there.
great.
All right, here's the speech continues.
What's radio? Who's Klein and Alley? It was the stepping stones that took its way to get there.
Beautifully said. It was the stepping stones that took its way to get there.
Oh, that's because I talked
The
about
stepping stones that took its way to get there.
Yep, that's a Johnnyism right there.
We had to start out sneaking pie. Then we had to do churro videos.
We had
No, we
to.
didn't have to.
Yeah, we did.
We had to.
You guys wanted it.
I love that this was all a strategic plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
So hold on. The plan was.
I like how Johnny's kind of like put us in a position where we're forcing him to do all this stuff.
Right. These are all the things you wanted to do. In fact, we told you
Yeah.
not to do all these things.
That's why I mentioned that in the
Yes.
speech too.
We had to start out sneaking pie.
We had to.
Yep, we had to.
We had to start small with pie.
We had short pie. We had
Then we had to do churro videos.
to do them.
Which we asked you to do consistently, and you did like 2 and then stopped.
Yeah.
Did you tell them that in class?
No, because I told him I was setting it up to talk about fellatio salad and how
right.
that was the
That's the
end
big
game.
cliche. Yeah, that's,
Yeah, and these were all steps to get to that.
Started with pie. We ended at fellatio salad.
Yep.
Meeting adjourned.
Wow,
You're
what are we
all-
doing here, guys? Seriously.
No, he's got a lot to say.
Yeah.
My job is just to get the eyes, give her an alley-oop so that her and her sales associates could close down and just slam dunk that.
What?
Good analogy. That is so good.
He's the guy providing the alley-oops.
Yes.
Your
I'm
job
like,
is to
dude,
give
I'm
an
like,
alley-oop so
yes.
that sales can then slam dunk that.
Dude, I'm Austin Reeves throwing up an alley-oop to Anthony Davis or LeBron James, and the sales team just slam dunks it. And
So that is kind of
The dumbest thing we've ever heard.
Why we're all doomed.
That is a scary look at the future. Anyway, stay in school, kids. This has been
an example of how we use talent in radio. Everything Johnny just spoke about.
Oh boy, we
Yeah.
are doomed.
I know what they want to see. They want to see us do that like Kendrick Lamar thing was like bing, boom, bam, boom, bam, bing, bang.
That's what they want to see, kids.
That's what the people want.
If any educators are listening and would like Johnny to speak at your institution, be it an elementary school, an obedience school, another college, please call. Johnny is available to speak to any classes effective immediately. He's got a whole... who knew he had such a patter down?
All the
Allie?
kids are writing down bing, bong, boom.
Can you say that bing, bong, boom thing again? I'm sorry, I
Write
left
that
off...
on the whiteboard, please.
I got bong,
Bing, boom, bam, boom, bam, bing, bang.
How do we spell that, Johnny?
Something that they really understand. It's our bread and butter. It's all we got.
All we got. That's all we got, guys. That's it. It's our bread and butter. That's all we got.
I forgot what we were talking about right there, but yeah.
We're experiencing the same things that everybody else is. Whether it's wildfires, elections, homeless, they like Allie's son gets sick a lot or gets hurt a lot. So
Are you
does the
just
mom
riffing
in
right
Santa
now?
Clarita.
Dude,
The whole thing is a riff. You're not supposed to stand up there with a piece of paper. I'm gonna look so unprofessional if I did that.
Homeless. Allie's kid gets sick a lot.
But
by
yeah, it
the way.
doesn't seem like you're staying on the topic.
Yeah, what is the point
Like,
you're
what
making
direction
here?
are you going?
Didn't the first thing you said?
throwing darts at something?
No, that was talking about like relating and connecting with the community, and I was like, we're like the average Joe. Allie's a mom that has a kid that gets sick and hurt too.
Oh,
and
that's
like,
what you're, okay.
yeah.
Got it.
Didn't you start this whole thing by saying people have a short attention span?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I literally.
I think we got a bing, bong, boom.
Yes. I had thrown a little spice. I sympathize with Allie's long questions because when I get in front of it, when I'm standing up there, I'm like, I just want to keep talking.
And then
I
you're
wanna
like,
keep
what am I
going.
saying? I don't even know.
There was one time I did that.
Anyway, a lot of the text line is overflowed with comments about this. Johnny, of course, speaking at UCLA. This is just some of it.
They like Allie's son gets sick a lot or gets hurt a lot. So does the mom in Santa Clarita. A great question. Thank you.
You chopped that up. You chopped that
Who
up.
asked that question? What was the question?
This other girl named Allie that was wearing a hoodie that said orgy. She had asked the question.
What was the question?
I honestly don't remember, but
Great.
But great question.
All right, here we go.
Johnny, I would love to know, do you feel safe at these events with, the general public?
Do you feel safe? That's an interesting question.
So
for
this
you.
woman, was because she wanted to do public events with her
Brazzers.
with Brazzers, and she was like, "Hey, do you guys feel safe at your events? And what do you do to feel safe at events?"
Hold on, they had someone from Brazzers speaking?
Yeah.
Man, I should have gone to that.
Totally. Another great insight, and this does happen.
Another great insight.
Jesus Christ, John.
So as a guy, I don't really feel threatened when I meet listeners. Some people are sketchier than others. I'm not going to lie. Some of them have way more crazier piercings. Some of them have crazy colored hair. And some of them just look like they're living in a trailer off of Hacienda.
Don't you live? Hold on, Johnny. Don't you live in a trailer?
Yeah,
Isn't your hair colored?
Yeah. But my hair is a natural color, not like purple.
Described yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I had rights.
This is why I don't like the difference between Johnny in his 20s and someone in their 70s is like the weird kids with the purple hair.
Exactly.
Hey, Karina, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, what can we do for you?
So I'm a special education teacher, and I think Johnny would be great in my classroom.
I agree. Hold on one second.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Yeah, John.
That's not teaching, that's just being.
John.
Hey, you got a rhythm with the tism, man.
Hold on, are you inviting Johnny to speak or to join the class?
Maybe both.
Okay. All right, hold on. Get her information. I love it. Once again,
Keep going. Let's get it going.
So as professionals, we try to really identify, okay, let's not judge a book by its cover.
Oh, my God. Johnny is...
Did you call yourself a professional?
Yeah, I was laughing and I was sneering to Jennifer. I was like, oh, my God, I said professional.
As a professional.
That's so funny.
As a professional, insert cliche here.
Yeah. Professionals, we try to really identify, okay, let's not judge a book by its cover, but at the same time, our guards are up. So there's been a time or two where we're in a big parking structure right off Hollywood, and I was like, Allie, let me walk into your car real quick. Like, let me go with you, right? Like, I think of Allie and Vanessa as kind of like older sister and another older sister.
Thanks so much, Johnny. Love that.
You could have just said older sisters.
An older sister and another older sister.
I almost thought mom. I was like, am I going to say mom? But
I was like, is he going to say mom? But then you just graced me with another even older sister.
What a terrible question. Older and an older, grosser sister.
You need to be the dumbest person in every room you walk in.
Are you looking in the mirror when you say this?
Yes, dude.
This is his parting advice for the class. This is his big speech
at the end. This is the big speech at the end. Maybe some Braveheart music, Omar, anything inspirational as we listen to Johnny's words of wisdom for the future. He's speaking to a class at UCLA. This is not a joke. I'm not sure how this got accepted. I think that whole school... That is the appropriate music. All right, here we go.
You need to be the dumbest person in every room you walk in, especially in this industry. That's what I've learned. You need to be the person that knows the least. I don't know anything. I don't. You need to be very dumb. That's the beauty in learning and the beauty of just being young, too. Not knowing. Nobody knows. What I've learned so far, nobody has any idea what they're doing.
You mean you're taking it all in?
Take everything.
wait. She's like, how do I translate what he's saying?
Play it back.
Because he's saying, be dumb. Don't
You need
learn.
to be a sponge. And another thing you really need to do is fail.
Yep.
Fail. Write down, you must fail. Because you must fail. You can only fail about so many times.
You've already hit your limit, pal.
Before you hit a success. I did. That chicken video just didn't happen overnight.
Yes, it did.
That's true, bro. I ate with that, bro. That was so hard, bro.
You too can put chicken down your pants, but you have to fail.
Yes.
I did. That chicken video just didn't happen overnight. It's just what comes to you when you're the dumbest in the room and you soak up what everybody wants to teach you.
Yep.
These guys that failed a lot, they worked in way more than I can count different markets all across America before they landed here. Don't ever be the smartest, because if you're ever the smartest in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to be the dumbest.
I was going to say, for Felicio Salad, we can definitely collab with some porn stars.
Yes. I mean, that was
there we go. That's Johnny.
Dude,
What
bro.
a fascinating look into the teachings. Everyone just got a free college course at UCLA.
Yes. You know what's crazy? Somebody paid $6,000 worth of quarterly tuition to hear me talk in their class.
To hear you say, don't learn anything, just fail.
Yes, that's so dumb.
Beautifully said.
I want my money back.
Oh, man, more food has just arrived here. You guys are the worst.
Oh,
We know you didn't ask for these videos, but you're watching them anyway, which means you truly have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
So let this be a moment where we tell you to get your life in check.
Maybe you're still listening, or maybe you've completely checked out, or you're pretending to work at your desk right now. For whatever reason, thanks for watching, and we hope you watch more.
Yeah, and if you're supposed to be doing a different job right now, this is your friendly reminder to shuffle some papers and act annoyed and do things where you go like, oh, God, I'll get to this eventually, because that's what business people do.
Is that what you think business people do?
I assume so. I've never had a real job.
All right, so click like, subscribe to this or the podcast, or you can listen to the live show where you can't see our faces, and trust me, that's a bonus.
That's right, because this is what we also look like on the radio.
We don't look different.